Alright, I'm finally heading out. I'm a little late. It's 6:34. Thankfully, this light actually did not turn yellow on me this time. So, it's Thursday, my Friday. So, I'm going to be off, obviously, for the next 3 days. I'm not going to lie. It's actually been a pretty good week. It's been a pretty good week so far. I am glad things have kind of calmed down a little bit. I was looking at the billboard. It was saying class of 2025. It's been 5 years since I graduated high school. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking insane. That's still insane to me. But I'm glad I did it. I'm so fucking glad I did it. I am extremely glad that I did it. Fuck. Anyway, today's Thursday, June 26th. This week's been pretty good so far. Nothing major has really happened. Other than yesterday was Amino's last day. That was a pretty major thing. Goodbye, Amino. And how I know that for sure, I wasn't sure either. I was like, is it really her last day? Because I would tell people supposedly. It would be brought up in conversation, and everyone's like, yes, finally, thank God, and all that stuff. And at the end of the day, Amino had this jacket on that I've never seen her wear before. So I was like, that's got to mean something, right? And then, Amino and Mariama hug. They hate each other. But I think Mariama's just trying to be nice. Which is weird, because Amino's done more harm to Mariama than I have. I haven't really done anything to Mariama, but she doesn't like me very much. Probably because of that, I talk with Candace, so she automatically assumes I'm with them. But I've never really had a problem with Mariama, but the way she acts weird is an issue, so. But, yeah, Amino and Mariama hugged each other, but they don't even like each other, so I'm just like, I don't even know. I don't know if Mariama even cares or what. Mariama she's from Africa, so she doesn't even know what the fuck. I don't even know what the fuck. I don't think she knows what the fuck, And yeah, so I highly doubt Selena's going to be there again. I have a nasty little hunch she's not going to be there this morning. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, Amino had this coat on that I'd never seen before, this little overcoat, and her and Mariama hugged each other. Oh my gosh. Sorry. There was a firework on there. I don't care for Diablo, but that looks like a badass firework. But no. Nothing obviously devil related, even more so do I want anything to do with. Do I not want anything to do with? That's what I mean. It's like Motley Crue. I don't even want to listen to their music. I stuttered the fuck hard right there. I don't even want to listen to their music because they are heavily into that pentagrams and skulls and shit like that. And I seen the movie The Dirt, and I know a bit of it was probably fiction, but that was majority of their lives. That's pretty fucking sad if they were living their lives like that. So it's just like, glad they all got sober and realized that the party needed to end at some point, but still, like, I don't know. It was the 80s, of course, so what to expect from that, but yeah, you know, oh, I forgot to brush my teeth. That's what the fuck I forgot to do. Oh, man. Oh, well. I was like, why am I feeling like I'm forgetting something? And fuck. So, yeah, based on my hair, I kind of had to rush it this morning. But, yeah, they hugged, and then she left, and I was like, okay, that's the dead indication that Mariama's fucking gone. She didn't say bye to anybody else either. She just said bye to her and Norma, and I'm just like, that. Y'all can keep Norma. As much as I'd like to give them the warning that Norma and Amino were bad news, because Mariama's the only one I genuinely feel more sorry for. But the way she has been treating, she treats them better than me, it makes me not feel so much as bad. It's just like, okay. And I don't really care, you know, I don't really care if she doesn't talk to me or not. It's just part of the conversation of the three people. Now, two, because Amino fucked off. So that was good. And everyone's happy about that. Good riddance. But yeah, Carrie, I guess her band's been fucking up on her lately, so she came in at 7 this morning, and I looked at her. I was like, what the fuck, bro? What are you doing here? What the fuck is that car? That's a trippy looking car. That was weird. So, but yeah, you know, it was a pretty good day. I was talking with Jason yesterday, and I kept walking up to him, and I kept being like, no, you know. So he started doing it to me, no, and I was like, what? And he was like, no. And I was like, no, you. And he's like, no, you. And I was like, no, me, you. And he's like, no, you, me. So I said, no, you, me, no. And he was like, he couldn't figure out. And I said, hey, at least no more amino. And he was like, shh. And I'm like, what? And he's like, she's around the corner. And I was like, oh, fuck. And I was like, no, I said, no, you, me, no. No, you, me, no. And I winked at him, and I was like, and Amino comes around the corner, and she gives me that fuck you face again, like where she'll walk away. She'll walk the opposite direction, and she'll look back at you like she'll look back at you like that's so intimidating, you know? You know, she'll look back at you like I'm intimidating if I look back at you and walk off. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. So, but unfortunately, I'm the next one to go. Unfortunately, I mean, fortunately for me, but unfortunate for them, because the majority of them like me there. But you know, they all get it. They all know that I have to make a better wage. You know, I gotta get better. I gotta do better with pay and all that fun shit. You know, I have to, because, you know, I have to. I need that extra money. I want to get my stuff paid off. I want to get my car paid off. I want to start having extra money for myself to do things. because it gets boring. It gets really boring for me, and that's when I hopefully make more money. I should be able to start being able to do shit. You know what I mean? The shit costs money, man. Even take drives and just blow a tank of gas or something to still have a week of money worth, with extra or whatever, like, finances are a bitch to keep up with. I want that bass guitar. I would like to get more guns, but I don't like the new laws. I think they're redundant and fucking stupid that I have to go to the police station to do my fingerprints for a firearm that I'm legally purchasing. Like, why do I gotta do that? What kind of fucking shit is that? Washington is stuck on fucking stupid, man. I don't know if it went into effect yet, but still, regardless, I don't have money for a gun right now, so. But I don't know. I'm not really focused on firearms. I just want to get that bass guitar at the moment. And I'm still keeping an eye on a Nintendo Switch 2. I'm still keeping an eye on that. I meant to call Best Buy yesterday. I'm going to wait till probably tomorrow when I'm off. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till probably tomorrow when I'm off to give a call to see if there's any. I don't want to blow their phones up about Switches every week, though. That's what I'm more concerned about. Ideally, so. But we'll see.
Red light camera ahead.
I was just about to say that. It's about to say red light camera ahead. Alright, it's starting to get too cold. Is that Mustang making that noise? Anyway, yeah, that's about it, really. Not much else is going on. Next week, whoever works Fridays gets Friday off because at the warehouse that I'm at because it's the 4th of July. It's obviously going to be the last holiday that I am around ABM. I'm not getting any holiday pay. They don't even pay you when you're working there on a holiday, which is even more bullshit. That's even more bullshit. And yeah, I should stick around for another week after the 4th, and then so I'm about 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today would be my last. So I just have to do my paper tomorrow, and then I'll get back to them on Monday to tell them July 9th will be my last day. Because July 9th is Thursday, so I want that week prior, just extra, just because. Yeah, just because, so I can. And then tomorrow I'm gonna go and take care of my license and all that crap too, because I guess I gotta get a special license. But it's good because then I can finally get off of this fucking vertical license and get an actual horizontal one. Because I still have a horizontal one, like a pre-21-year-old, because I got it when I was 20. So I'm going to try to get a special enhanced, or whatever it's called, vertical, especially since I'm 23, so. I bit my tongue. Or I didn't bite my tongue. I guess I talked so much that my tongue scraped against my molar. I don't know if that has ever happened to anyone before, but when I talk, sometimes I'll, like, that far back molar is just rubbing up against, molars, both of them are rubbing up against the side of my tongue, so kind of hurts. But I've been trying to drink water here and there. What I should try again is some salt water. But yeah, so Carrie's obviously going to be in there early again, so I got to be prepared for that. It's going to be a whole extra hour and a half of fucking cleaning up bathrooms and stuff, you know. A few extra bathrooms and a whole extra break room time, you know, so. But there's no Norma today, there's no Mariama today, so wonder who, what, when, where are going to be, when, how. I'm just joking. Like I said, it'd be great if Selena was there. It would be really great if Selena was there. Because Selena is genuinely depended on, especially for the bathrooms by Consuelo. Which is why it's been a little more irritating for me to get that, because it's just like I'm not on the bathrooms, I'm sanitation, but but you know, Consuelo has been alone, like by herself in the bathrooms, and she's like, I'm getting tired of that. And I'm like, I don't blame you. I told her I'd help you with the bathrooms if I was on floors, but I'm sanitation, so I can't, you know, because Carrie's gotta, I mean, Carrie can probably do it by herself. Carrie can do it by herself, but I'm not gonna try to say let me in the bathrooms, just so, you know, because that's just gonna be a bitch to Carrie, you know, because I'm that dedicated. Sanitation man. I'm the guy. That's why I do it. I'm the only male who can do it. So, but they're gonna have to start switching motherfuckers. I hate to say it, but they're gonna have to start switching people. You know, like Darren or somebody. I'm not gonna say nothing though. I'm not gonna say, oh, get Dawn to do the bathrooms. I'm not gonna throw people under. You know, I'm not that kind of a person to throw people under, unless they give me a fucking reason to act petty like that. You know, like that's what started it again. Back when me and Amino were getting along, she would tell me what to do, but she wouldn't do what I asked. She wouldn't do what I asked, and she kept throwing excuses. That's a cop next to me, so I gotta be careful. Definitely don't want to dick around with a cop next to you, even if he's not in highway patrol or anything like that. I'm not exactly trying to fuck around with a cop. But anyway, that's what started it with me and Amino, was she wouldn't do what I asked her. So I was doing the totes by myself, drying them all off, thousands of them. And Amino came up to me just not doing anything, and she was just like, oh, it's an easy job. It's an easy job. It keeps you busy all day. I'm like, yeah, but I want to get them done. I want to get them done fast. So Jason asked me if I wanted help because, you know, she kept doing that. She kept doing that a lot. And I didn't want Kyle. Kyle was a guy who worked there who wasn't, he sucked. That guy sucked. He didn't upset me, though. He just really sucked. He didn't upset me or anything like that. He just really sucked at his job. Uh-oh. What the fuck is this? Starting to get a little too cold here. So let's kick it up to 70. So, yeah, I threw Amino under the bus, and I was like, maybe Amino can help me, because she says it's such an easy job, and she didn't want to help me. So I'm like, you fucking bitch. You know what I mean? Now I see what your true colors are. You're an absolute dick, you know? And that's what started our problems with each other, because I wouldn't talk to her or nothing like that. But anyway, she's gone now, so I don't ever have to see her again, which is awesome. You know, it's just like, don't be a jackass like Amino. Don't be a jackass like that girl. You know? So, I'm gonna end it here. Pretty close, like 10 minutes out. So, I'm probably gonna be a little late. Bye for now.